Hello and welcome to Poetry in Style. So today we're gonna talk about a writer that is beyond introduction, a writer that is not primarily known for its poetry, but who wrote poetry nonetheless. Tolkien. Of course, we know Tolkien. I mean, the world would not be the same if Tolkien hadn't existed. The Lord of the Ring, The Hobbit, the world of fantasy, modern and old, was shaped to a lesser or greater degree by the work of Tolkien. You may like it or dislike it, it doesn't matter. The world is the way it is right now, to a certain degree, because of the work of people like him. This kind of artist shaped the world. And today I wanted to read a poem that's actually pretty famous from our friend Tolkien. You probably heard these two sentences. All that is gold does not glitter. Not all those who wander are lost. So right now, I'm going to recite that poem to you, my friends. And then we're going to analyze it and see what we can learn from this beautiful piece of poetry. All that is gold does not glitter. Not all those who wander are lost. The all that is strong does not wither. Deep roots are not reached by the frost. From the ashes a fire shall be woken, a light from the shadows shall spring. Renewed shall the blade that was broken. The crownless again shall be king. I tried to make it dramatic for you. I tried to articulate it well. Because obviously, as you know, my friends, English is not my language. Yet, I wanted to make it clear. Was it clear? All that is gold does not glitter. Not all those who wander are lost. You know, all that is gold does not glitter. You know, I'm going to analyze this poem. I'm going to see what this poem means to me. Obviously, there is a certain context. There's a reason why Tolkien wrote that poem. But what matters when you read poetry is what it means to you, what it communicates to you. There's a lot of beauty in this world. There's a lot of precious things. But sometimes we don't see that those things are precious because they do not glitter, because they do not shine straight away. But you need to give a chance to those things. All that is gold does not glitter. You need to take the time, you know, and look at things and observe them and let them bloom in their own way. Let them show you why they are precious. You might not know straight away, but you will see. Not all those who wander are lost. Yes, maybe you just want to wander. Maybe somebody is an adventurer. You have to know that somebody might have a reason to wander. And right now, in our modern day society, it's clearer than ever. A lot of people love traveling. I love traveling. I have this dream of seeing all the countries of Latin America. Yet am I lost? No. I want to discover. The old that is strong does not wither. Deep roots are not reached by the frost. There we can see a lot of different things. We can see an old man or an old woman still being strong, with deep roots, showing wisdom, showing experience. But we can also think about traditions and values. You know, some values in our society are being lost. The society is going downhill, and we need to protect this value. And the reason why people still want to protect these values is because they are strong. It's because their roots are deep. And no matter how old they are, there's a reason why they kept going for so long. From the ashes, a fire shall be woken, a light from the shadows shall spring. A light from the shadows. You know, fire from the ashes. The ashes is what happens after the fire. The fire gives the light. The fire gives warmth. When the fire is turned off, you only see the ashes. It's a sad sight, you know, to behold. And then there's shadow. But even in the darkest of time, there is still hope. Even in the darkest of time, at some point, the light is going to come back. And we need that right now. We need that right now. Think about that poem. Put it in the context of a society nowadays. I mean, obviously society always had problems. But look at the world. Is it not going downhill? If we don't do anything to counter that, is it not going downhill? It is going downhill. I'm sorry for being the bringer of bad news. It is going downhill. And we need artists. We need art to bring that back. We need art to bring the light back in this dark time. Renewed shall the blade that was broken. The crownless again shall be king. The blade that was broken. Obviously, there you can think about the Lord of the Ring, and you can think of the king coming back, the return of the king. What a beautiful message. But at the same time, the blade can also represent this old value, can also represent what you use. It's a weapon, but a weapon is not only to kill. A weapon is something that you can use, you know, to destroy evil. The crownless again shall be king. Somebody, you know, that might be an individual, that might be somebody who seemed to not be able to do anything, who seemed to just, you know, not all those who wander are lost, but at the same time, the crownless again shall be king. Yeah, you feel like you haven't done anything, but still, you will be king. You will be queen. You might do something incredible. That's really interesting, because as I'm reading that poem right now, it makes you understand why Tolkien is so timeless. And this kind of poems, they are timeless. It's timeless. We need that in our society right now. This is art. This is what art is about. Right now, a lot of people are trying to destroy art, but that's what we need. And so we should not lose hope. This poem, these kinds of text, show us that we should not lose hope. We will not. Anyways, I got a bit carried away, but you got it. Keep creating art, keep doing good things, keep protecting values, because the light shall come back. Yeah.